It is the year 2010. We will present you how Turkish Airlines plans to continue its victory march through the international airline market. My name is Temel Kotil and I am the CEO of Turkish Airlines. When we started Turkish Airlines in the 1980s, our airline code THY meant to our customers, they hate you. This has changed. In fact, a lot has changed. Today we are one of the most popular airline brands in the world, flying 30 million passengers annually and serving the largest number of international destinations. Our long-term strategy is to ensure sustainable profits in the dynamic airline market. Based on analysis of the business environment, we have adjusted our strategy, explaining our vision in one sentence. We want to be the best airline in Europe by 2023 with the highest service level and the largest network coverage. To fulfill our vision, we have developed a 5-step mission. Number 1. We want to constantly grow above the average industry standard. We started in 2003 with 10 million passengers, 103 destinations and a fleet of 65 airplanes, and have grown to 30 million passengers and 174 destinations with 103 airplanes as of today. In 2023 we aim at having 120 million passengers, 200 destinations with 450 airplanes. Number 2. We want to reach and maintain a cost structure that is comparable to low-cost carriers in the next 3 years. Number 3. We strive to be the most popular airline among our customers by offering the best services, comfort and value. Number 4. We will grow our worldwide network and invest in more hubs in Istanbul and around the world. Number 5. We will continue to invest in our brand positioning to help us to be one of the best known international airline brands. To develop and implement this strategy, we first analyzed our current competitive landscape in the airline business using Porter's 5 forces model. Threat of new entrants. Will new members of the Star Alliance, Gulf Airlines or even low-cost carriers enter our market and start competing directly in terms of quality, customer service, pricing or network coverage? Power of suppliers. How will the airline supply business that is today dominated by only Boeing and Airbus influence our business? Will the suppliers produce the right size of airplanes which support our business needs? What about airport development, especially in Istanbul and new hubs? Can they keep up with our recent growth? Power of customers. The bargaining power of buyers in the airline industry is limited. Will the customers pay for our premium economy or do they prefer premium or low-cost economy? Availability of substitutes. Will there be substitutes just like fast trains or will other technologies be developed with the power to disrupt our business? Competitive rivalry. Since 2008 we formed a strategic alliance with Star Alliance. Should we also attack competitors which are in the Star Alliance such as Lufthansa or should focus on the national funded Gulf Airlines as our main rival? Will the Turkish government support us more when it comes to protect our position in Turkey against foreign airlines? We have performed a past analysis to develop deeper insight into how external factors affect our business. Political. 49% of our shares are controlled by the Turkish government, which is good for our company. And President Erdogan gives us a strong political backing as we support his agenda to positively position Turkey in the world. Economical. We see significant air traffic growth potential as Turkish economy grows. And we have a large and solid home market. Sociological. There is solid growth in our target region Middle East, Eastern Europe, Asia and Africa. And also the Turkish population of 75 million can now afford flights on a broader basis. Technological. We modernize our air fleet with new airplanes and we are among the first airlines that have consistently started digitalization with e-tickets and first online services, self-check-in and entertainment systems. Our competitive advantage is sixfold. The first is our hub location in Istanbul conveniently positioned such that we can fly to most locations within Europe, the Middle East, Northern Africa and Central Asia within the optimal flight time of 3 to 5 hours, connecting all of these destinations with a single connection. Second, we are able to utilize our airplanes for an average of 12 hours a day because the Ataturk airport does not have a night curfew. Most airlines average about 10 hours a day, so we are able to get more uses out of our aircraft. The third advantage is our newer fleet. Newer means that our planes are more modern, safer and more efficient. Fourth, we have low employee turnover with an average tenure of over 7 years. This leads to better quality of service and helps us to sustain our fifth advantage, which is our 4-star service quality maintained since 2007. We are the only European carrier to have a 4-star rating in all classes. Our sixth advantage is in safety and maintenance. Having a newer fleet as well as vertically integrating 2 maintenance companies ensures that the planes in our fleet are safe, well maintained and able to be kept in service with minimal delays. Our strategic focus ensures we build on our competitive advantages to meet objectives and compete from a strong position in the global aviation market. Our focus for the future is centered on combining safety, value and excellence in customer experience. The first priority is to ensure that we maintain a flawless reputation for safety. This will be addressed by continuing to modernize our fleet to ensure that customers feel safe and confident while on board. The second phase is a continued focus on competitive pricing and productivity. Almost all of our major competitors are suffering from an increase in labor cost. While we are not immune to this, having our own difficult negotiations with the unions, we must address this by continuing to maximize the benefits of the low cost of labor in Turkey. The last area of focus is to ensure that the customer experience is always exceptional. Aside from our friendly and courteous staff, we will continue to offer comfortable business class seating on our short-haul flights. This differentiates us from European competitors. For long-haul flights, the onboard chef and smart seat configuration will ensure continued customer satisfaction to satisfy the growing demand of our customers to fly higher and further. We choose to grow. We want to be the best airline in Europe by 2023 with the highest service level and the largest network coverage. We will grow via our spoken hub system, creating efficiency by reducing the routes and joining destinations to the network. This will increase market share and strengthens our position in the market. Through the spoken hub system, we will reduce costs and improve customer satisfaction by dominating Istanbul airport and creating a barrier for new entrants. We will grow via our alliances with local airlines and international airlines. The alliances are important, as we will combine routes, sales and terminal services. Our customers today demand seamless service from anywhere to anywhere, and to meet these demands, we must collaborate with commercial partners to gain this coverage. This collaboration will provide cost reduction, economies of scale, scope and density. We will grow by introducing a low-cost carrier concept in Turkish Airlines. The new concept will contain a combination of cost-saving methodology of pure low-cost carriers with the high-quality service, flexibility and route structure of our full-service model. The secret to our competitive pricing is not only due to the location and low labor cost, it is also derived from the strong productivity of our employees. At the end of 2005, we had just over 11,000 employees. The total passengers handled per employee rose from 945 to 1,271, an increase of 36%. This meant that we were able to handle a one-third increase in passengers with nearly the same level of staff. However, in the current low-cost and ultra-low-cost airline environment, we need to achieve even stronger productivity figures. EasyJet is able to carry over 7,000 passengers per employee, and Ryanair carries over 10,000 passengers per employee. In comparing the number of employees to number of aircraft, we use 134 employees per aircraft, while Ryanair uses only 31. In order to compete on price with EasyJet and Ryanair, flying European tourists to some destination in Turkey, the creation of a low-cost subsidiary, Turkish Express, could be the answer. We will continue to draw upon our competitive supply chain advantages in the areas of labor, fuel and airplane maintenance. Turkish Airlines has benefited from the relatively low cost of labor in Turkey. However, we have effectively depleted the supply of trained pilots and cabin crew. In the future, we must recruit internationally from our destination cities in Africa to keep costs low. In 2009, we established a jet fuel supply company with the local oil retailer Opet, and we own 50% of that company. This helps to ensure a continuous supply of fuel as well as to help reduce fuel costs. For airplane maintenance, we own Turkish Technic and 49% of Turkish Engine Services, which both provide maintenance, repair and overhaul for our aircrafts. These vertical integrations help to ensure low costs, consistent quality of service and rapid response. We are considering to acquire controlling ownership of Turkish Engine Services. The last recommendation for our strategy is based on the ideal location of our hub, Istanbul. Istanbul lies in a corridor between Europe, CIS countries, Africa and Asia, more specifically the Middle East. The Middle East and North Africa have undergone economic growth the past few years. The GDP per capita in some regions have more than doubled from 2002 to 2010. Airline passengers from Africa have increased with 49% in 2009, and the Middle East is among the regions with the highest projected growth in the coming years. Most of the destinations in North Africa and Middle East are between 3 hours to 5 hours from Istanbul. This is also the case for many European and CIS destinations. According to an internal study, after flying for around 3 hours with a narrow-bodied aircraft, the operational cost per kilometer reaches a level and therefore the effect of fixed costs is not that significant. After 4.5 to 5 hours flight, wide-bodied aircrafts become more preferable. This results in an efficient zone for operating. This efficient zone can be operated with a narrow-bodied aircraft, which is more economical than a wide-bodied aircraft. Many destinations served by us in North Africa and the Middle East only require narrow-bodied passenger capacity, thus increasing efficiency. With this focus, we can develop a fleet with a large number of narrow-bodied aircraft which are cheaper to purchase and operate, focusing for example on A320 or Boeing 737. This will result in strong negotiation power with the supplier and the operation and maintenance costs will drop. We at Turkish Airlines have capitalized on our strategic advantages and have established ourselves as a major player in the European airline industry. From our humble beginnings to the success story of an international airline that has grown through the recent global financial crisis. We know how we got there and we know where we are going. In the coming years, we will continue to expand our reach and we will become one of the most recognized and respected carriers in the world. Our vision is summarized in 2 words: charm and aggression. We are already at a 4-star level of service and working our way towards a 5-star rating. With seasoned staff and a focus on customer experience, we will become the airline that everybody wants to fly. And on the aggressive side, keeping our cost structure low, we will also continue to expand our number of destinations as well as adding more planes to the fleet. Ultimately, through our charming aggression strategy, not only will Turkish Airlines be the airline that everyone wants to fly, it will be the airline that everybody can fly because of coverage and price. Where do you want to go? Turkish Airlines will take you there in style.